The street was quiet after 2. The neon lost its restless glow. I stood beside the window pane and watched the tired river flow. Your shadow lingered in the room, like smoke that never learned to leave. The chair, the glass, the half-drawn curtain still held the shape of memory. The night was warm, but not enough to call you back. And every little light outside fell softly through the dark. Midnight without you still burns in shades of blue, like a city learning how to breathe with one less dream to hold on to. Midnight without you moves slowly through my chest, not as sorrow, not as pain, just a silence dressed in elegance. A radio played somewhere low, an old song no one else could hear. I kept my hands inside my coat, as if to guard what stayed sincere. The mirror wore a softer face, the black and white became my skin, and every passing car below sounded like where we had been. The night was warm, too warm to let the feeling fade, and in the hush between the lights your name was gently laid. Midnight without you still burns in shades of blue, like a city learning how to breathe with one less dream to hold on to. Midnight without you moves slowly through my chest, not as sorrow, not as pain, just a silence dressed in elegance. No, I don't ask the dark for more, I only let it stay a while. Some loves don't end with broken words, they fade like perfume into night. Midnight without you still lives in every room, in the glass, the rain, the faded lamp, and the hush of midnight bloom. Midnight without you feels close and far away, like the warmth you left behind that never fully went away. The street was still wearing yesterday's rain, neon and shadows crossed in the glass. I kept my hands inside my coat, like I was trying not to touch the past. A slow taxi vanished into the dark. Your perfume stayed longer than your voice. I said nothing to the evening air, as if silence had made the choice. The night was warm, too warm to call it goodbye. And somewhere between the smoke and the light, I let another memory pass me by. After the last cigarette, your name was still alive, floating through the midnight blue like it never said goodbye. After the last cigarette, I stood where we used to be, with the city on my shoulders and your ghost leaning over me. Your chair was empty in my mind again, but the table still held your shape. A half-cold cup, a folded dream, and words that never learned to stay. The window trembled with passing light. The room looked softer in black and white. I wore my sorrow like a tailored suit, cleaning quiet through the night. The night was warm, too warm to let you go, and every little breath of wind brought back a trace I used to know. After the last cigarette, your name was still alive, floating through the midnight blue like it never said goodbye. After the last cigarette, I stood where we used to be, with the city on my shoulders and your ghost leaning over me. No, I don't chase what's already gone. I only walk where the light falls thin. Some loves never really leave, they just learn to live under your skin. After the last cigarette, the silence held you near, not as pain, not as regret, but something beautifully unclear. After the last cigarette, I looked up at the fading sky and wore the warmth you left behind, like a kiss that learned to hide. Still holding your light, even after the city went dim. A cup half cold beside the window, and the memory of where you'd been. The curtain moved like a whispered name. Street below forgot the rain. I stood there longer than I should, trying not to feel you again. The night was soft, too soft to call this the end. And every little shadow in the glass looked like you coming back again. Still warm tonight, like your hands never left mine. Still warm tonight, like your voice is hiding in the blind. Still warm tonight, in the quiet blue of this room. You're gone, I know, but the air still makes space for you. A radio hum from somewhere far, like an old film learning to breathe. I wore the dark like a well-cut coat, and let the silence settle on me. The city moved, but I stayed still, with your goodbye under my skin. Some loves don't break, they only fade, like smoke that never quite gives in. No, I don't ask for what is gone, I only listen when the night gets thin. And in that hour before the dawn, I almost feel you there again. Still warm tonight, like your hands never left mine. Still warm tonight, like a slow and hidden sign. Still warm tonight, not as sorrow, not as pain, just a tender trace of you, falling softly with the rain. Velvet after midnight hung low across the room, a glass of amber catching fire beneath a tired moon. Your shadow moved inside the smoke like something half remembered true, and every mirror in the dark turned slowly back to you. One more song, one more slow and aching light, and all the gold inside my glass went deeper with the night. Velvet after midnight, soft against the blue, like the hush that falls between the last goodbye and you. Velvet after midnight, warm against my skin, not enough to call you back, just enough to pull me in. The bartender stopped asking if I was waiting on a friend. The room had learned my silence well and let the evening never end. record spun in secret sorrow, low and close behind the air, and every little note it dropped made it feel like you were there. One more light, one more half-forgotten flame, and in the dark between two breaths I nearly spoke your name. Velvet after midnight, falling through the haze, like your hand across the table from 100 yesterdays. Velvet after midnight, deep and slow and warm, not enough to break the dark, just enough to keep it warm. No thunder, no confession, no dramatic last embrace, just a low and velvet hour and your memory in its place. Velvet after midnight, still shimmering in blue, like a love too finely cut to ever vanish cleanly through. Velvet after midnight, stays long after song, and leaves me with a kind of ache that feels almost like home. Dressed in lowered light, amber circles, velvet air. The glass half held a silence gold, and something old between us there. The city faded past the blinds, like it knew not to come in. This hour belonged to softer sins, and the shape your memory had been. One more slow, one more shadow on the wall, and every breath the evening took made the room feel twice as small. Slow burn in the dark, like your name beneath my tongue, like a flame that never asked to be young or to be done. Slow burn in the dark, moving low beneath my skin, not enough to call it love, just enough to pull me in. The piano spoke in dim blue lines, the bass moved like a second hand. I kept my jacket on too long, as if it helped me understand. A woman laughed beyond the bar, then disappeared into the smoke, and all the air around my chair still held the last goodbye you spoke. One more light, one more half-forgotten tune, and in the hush between the notes I could almost feel the room. Slow burn in the dark, like your touch across the glass, like a night too well composed to ever let itself just pass. Slow burn in the dark, warm and dangerous indeed, not enough to break my heart, just enough to wake my sleep. No one here could read the ache the way the amber in me could. Some nights don't ask to be forgiven, they only ask to be understood. Slow burn in the dark, still glowing after blue, like a love that lost its voice but never quite let go of you. Slow burn in the dark till the final lamp burns thin, and I leave with what you left still turning softly in my skin.
The bar was quiet after midnight. A golden line ran through my glass. Your name was nowhere in the room, but somehow still inside the jazz. The city leaned against the window, soft neon fading into blue. I wore the night like something tailored, let it pull me back to you. One more light, one more slow and silver song, and in the hush between the shadows I could almost get you wrong. One more glass of blue and the night starts talking low, like your voice across the table from a life I used to know. One more glass of blue and the room turns warm again. Not enough to call it love, just enough to feel your skin. The ice was melting without hurry, the smoke of memory rose thin. I watched the mirror hold my silence, like an old friend wearing dim light. A stranger laughed beyond the hallway, a record turned somewhere unseen, and all the air around my shoulders felt younger than it should have been. One more light, one more half-forgotten tune, and in the amber of this hour I was almost back with you. One more glass of blue and the night starts talking low, like a hand upon the table in the afterglow. One more glass of blue and the room turns slow and deep. Not enough to break my heart, just enough to wake what sleeps. No, I don't ask for your returning. I know the dark too well for that, but every glass reflects a version of the love we almost had. One more glass of blue and the neon bends like rain through the soft and tired edges of a beautifully worn pain. One more glass of blue till the dawn begins to show, and I leave with what is left of you in the silence and the glow. Neon in the lounge, spilled blue across the floor, a glass of gold beside my hand, and silence at the door. The city moved behind the glass like a film without a sound, and all the little lights you left were still here hanging round. One more look, one more slow and silver song, and in the hush of polished air I felt you all along. Neon in the lounge, soft against the night, like the ghost of your perfume, still moving through the light. Neon in the lounge, blue and amber, deep and low, not enough to call you back, just enough to let you glow. A piano leaned into the dark, the bass moved soft and close. I wore the hour like a coat and held you like a toast. A stranger passed in tailored black, then disappeared from view, but every mirror in the room still knew the shape of you. One more light, one more half-forgotten flame, and in the velvet of this room I nearly said your name. Neon in the lounge, falling through my glass like a memory too well dressed to ever fully pass. Neon in the lounge, warm beneath the blue, not enough to break my heart, just enough to keep you. No one saw the way the night turned softer when you came to mind. Some loves don't ask to be returned, they only ask for time. Neon in the lounge, still burning in the air, like the last and quiet kind of love that knows it's never there. Neon in the lounge, low and beautiful and true, and all the gold inside this room still bends itself to you. echoes in the lobby, soft beneath my shoes. Marble holding midnight, and the last of faded blue. The elevator closed behind me like a thought I couldn't keep, and every lamp along the wall looked half awake, half asleep. One more hall, one more quiet golden line, and in the polished air below I felt your memory align. Echoes in the lobby, turning low and slow, like the sound of something beautiful already letting go. Echoes in the lobby, warm against the stone, not enough to call you back, just enough to walk alone. A bellman's cart stood still as prayer. The clock forgot to move. The night staff spoke in lower tones, as if the dark might bruise. I passed a mirror trimmed in gold and barely knew my face, but something in the empty room still carried all your grace. One more step, one more breath before the dawn, and in the hush of chandeliers I wore the night too long. Echoes in the lobby, falling through the light, like your name across my shoulders in the hour before white. Echoes in the lobby, blue and amber, thin and deep, not enough to break my heart, just enough to trouble sleep. No grand goodbye, no shattered glass, just velvet hours turned to stone. Some loves fade through open rooms and leave you elegant, alone. Echoes in the lobby, still following me through, like a ghost of one last evening, dressed in black and touched with blue. Echoes in the lobby, until the dark grows small, and I carry what remains of you beyond the silent hall. Last light in the bar was low, a golden shadow on the wall. The glasses slept in quiet lines, like they were waiting for a call. Your memory sat across from me, in the mirror and the blue, and every song the silence played finally said your name. The last light in the bar still burns for what is gone, soft as the end of a slow old song that somehow lingers on. The last light in the bar falls warm across the room, not enough to bring you back, just enough to keep the moon. A chair half turned, a folded coat, the clock forgetting where to be, the city breathing through the glass like it was drinking next to me. I traced the ring around my glass as if it held some kind of truth, but all it gave me was the shape of one more night with you. One last glow before the room lets go of blue. And in the tired amber dark, I almost lean toward you. The last light in the bar still burns behind my eyes, like a little fire the dawn can't touch, no matter how it tries. The last light in the bar turns silence into gold, not enough to call it love, just enough to keep it close. No, I don't stay for one more drink, I stay for what the night leaves bare. Some hearts are never loud at all, they only darken in the air. The last light in the bar goes dim but not completely, and what remains of you and me still glows there underneath. The last light in the bar fades slow into the gray, and I walk out with one more trace. I know we'll never go away. Cold air at the door met the warmth I wore inside. The city breathed in silver tones and pushed the velvet night aside. The lobby lights were far behind, a little gold against the glass, and all the hours I carried out felt heavier as I passed. One more step, one more breath into the blue, and in the chill before the morning, everything returned to you. Cold air at the door, soft against my face, like the kind of love that leaves, but never leaves this place. Cold air at the door, moving through my coat, not enough to numb the night, just enough to keep me close. The pavement held a muted shine from rain that hadn't fully dried. The taxi hummed somewhere too far to reach the ache I kept inside.
I lifted up my collar slow and let the silence take my arm. Some nights don't end in darkness, they fade out carrying their warmth. One more light, one more window losing gold, and in the pale and thin and dark, I felt the night grow old. Cold air at the door, falling through the gray, like your hand no longer there, but not yet gone away. Cold air at the door, blue against my skin, not enough to break the spell, just enough to let dawn in. No one saw the way the dark still lingered in my chest. Some loves leave the room behind, but never leave the dress of night we wore best. Cold air at the door, still carrying your trace in the glass, the rain, the waking street, in the silence I can't replace. Cold air at the door, before the day turns true, and every step away from night still takes me back to you. Rain on the taxi glass, turn the city into light. Little rivers running down through the last remains of night. The driver kept his silence clean, the meter glowed a tired red, and every street we drifted through felt like a word we never said. One more turn, one more signal, fading blue, and in the blur beyond the window everything returned to you. Rain on the taxi glass, soft against the dawn, like the shape of something beautiful, already almost gone. Rain on the taxi glass, silver, gold and blue, not enough to bring you back, just enough to ride with you. A cafe chair out in the rain, a crosswalk shining pale and thin. The city wore its morning slow while I kept all the midnight in. My coat still held the lounges warm, my hand still knew your ghost, and every passing neon sign made me miss you just enough. One more light, one more block before the day, and in the hush behind the glass I let the night remain.
Rain on the taxi glass, falling through my chair, like a love too finely dressed to ever fully rest. Rain on the taxi glass, blue against the gray, not enough to break my heart, just enough to make it stay. No one saw the way your memory moves softly with the street. Some loves don't leave in open air, they leave in reflections, faint and deep. Rain on the taxi glass as the skyline turned to gold, and all that still remained of us was beautiful and cold. Rain on the taxi glass before the night withdrew, and every drop along the window wrote me back to you. The city had grown quieter now. The neon barely held its flame. A pale blue hour behind the glass, and I still couldn't leave your name. The table kept its little world, a half-lit lamp, an empty chair, and all the air before the dawn felt like the shape of your own prayer. No sound but the hum of a sleepless avenue, and in the hush before the morning, everything returned to you. Before the blue morning, before the night let go, I was still wearing your memory like a coat against the cold. Before the blue morning, before the first train came, the room was full of silent light and softly calling out your name. A record turned its final round, the needle trembled near the end. I watched the window lose the dark and felt the hours start to bend. No drink remained, no smoke was left, just the warmth inside the glass, and all the words we never used drifted through me as they passed. No sound but the sky turning silver over blue, and in the hour before the daylight, I was still too close to you. Before the blue morning, before the night let go, I was still holding what was gone in a quiet undertow. Before the blue was only light and shadow moving softly through the air. Some nights don't end, they only fade into another shade of gray. And some hearts don't break with thunder, they just loosen before day. Before the blue morning, I almost heard you breathe. In the lamp, the glass, the empty room, in the silence under me. Before the blue morning, I let the darkness slow and wore the last of you like one. I wasn't ready yet to lose. Rain on the empty avenue, soft as a hand I almost knew. The streetlights trembled in the glass like little ghosts of something true. My footsteps move without a sound. The night was folding into gray, and every drop upon my coat felt like a word you couldn't say. No one there, just the city breathing slow. And in the hush between the rain, I felt you in the undertow. Rain on the empty avenue, falling through the neon blue, like the memory of your touch, still finding places to come through. Rain on the empty avenue, washing gold into the street. Not enough to call you back, just enough to keep the ache sweet. The taxi passed with tired lights, a window glowed and then was gone. The world was learning how to fade into the pale edge of the dawn. I kept my collar close and high, and let the silence walk with me. Some loves don't leave in one clean cut, they stay like rain the eye can't see. No one there, just the sound of distant wheels. And in the hour before the day, I heard the shape of what still feels. Rain on the empty avenue, falling through the broken night, like the warmth you left behind, still alive in silver light. Rain on the empty avenue, soft against the sleepless air. Not enough to break my heart, just enough to find you there. I don't chase what time is taking, on the empty avenue, underneath the paling sky. With every drop the dark grew thin, but I still couldn't say goodbye. Rain on the empty avenue, turning blue to faded gold, and carrying what's left of us into a day that still feels cold. Stairs before sunrise, still down beneath my shoes. The night was hanging from my coat in shades of silver blue. A porch light hummed above the door, like it had waited through the rain. And every step I slowly took brought back your name again. One more flight, one more breath before the day, and in the quiet of the stairwell I felt the dark still stay. Stairs before sunrise, cold against the dawn, like the kind of love that leaves but lingers after gone. Stairs before sunrise, blue against the wall, not enough to turn me back, just enough to feel it all. The taxi lights were far behind, the street had gone to sleep. A window somewhere flickered gold, then folded into deep. My hand brushed softly on the rails, still warm from hours I couldn't keep. And all the words I never used rose slowly from the deep. One more light, one more shadow on the floor, and in the pale and thin and silence I missed you even more. Stairs before sunrise, echoing low and slow, like your footsteps in another life. I still remember so. Stairs before sunrise, fading into gray, not enough to break the spell, just enough to let it stay. No one sees the way the night
can follow all the way back home. Some loves leave the city first, but reach you when you're most alone. Stairs before sunrise, still carrying your trays. In the rail, the wall, the empty air, and every quiet space. Stairs before sunrise, before the world turns gold. I climb with what is left of us, beautiful and cold. Half-drawn blind, the dawn had barely touched the floor, but you were everywhere tonight. The lamp was dim, the record stopped, the window kept the rain in gray, and all the quiet in the walls still move the way you used to stay. No one spoke, not the floor, not even light, but something in the empty room still leaned on me tonight. The room you left behind still wears your shape somehow, in the crease of the sheets, in the silence here and now. The room you left behind still breathes in shades of blue, not enough to bring you back, just enough to live with you. I let the door close on the dawn and stood there with my tired hands. The city faded from my coat, but not the ghost of what we had. A glass still waiting by the sink, a trace of perfume in the air. Some loves don't ask to be returned, they only ask to still be there. No one moved, just the hush before the day, and all the things I never said rose softly through the gray. The room you left behind still turns the dark to gold, in the lamp, the glass, the empty chair, in the warmth that won't grow old. The room you left behind still lingers in my skin, not as pain, not as regret, but the place where you have been. Don't ask the dawn for mercy, I know what mornings always do. They take the dream from off the glass, but leave the ache of something true. The room you left behind still holds the night so well, like a song without an ending, like a goodbye I never tell. The room you left behind still lives in every line, and when the daylight finally comes, it finds you here with mine.
streetlight bent across the floor, like it had nowhere else to go. Your shadow lived a little longer in the corners of the afterglow. I heard the sound of passing cars, like waves against a distant shore. And every quiet thing tonight felt like I had known it before. No, I didn't call your name. I let the dark do that for me. Some hearts don't close with broken words. They close like doors without a key. Where the night stayed, there was still a trace of you in the glass, in the smoke, in the pale and silver blue. Where the night stayed, I was older than before, but your memory moved through me like a hand against the door. The mirror kept a softer face. The room wore black and white so well. I lit no fire, I poured no drink. I only listened to the silent swell. A slow wind passed the window frame and touched the papers on the desk, as if the night itself had come to ask me what I still had left. Maybe love survives this way, not in promises but in air, not in footsteps coming home, but in the feeling someone's there. Where the night stayed, there was still a trace of you, not enough to break my heart, just enough to pull me through. Where the night stayed, I let the darkness speak your name, wore the quiet like a soothe.